Hi everyone and welcome back to Microsoft 365 Central. Today we are going to look at how you can 10x your Excel skills by using ChatGPT. If you've never heard of ChatGPT before, it's a state-of-the-art natural language processing AI chatbot made by OpenAI. So you can truly do incredible things, and in previous video we looked at how you can use ChatGPT. You can literally use ChatGPT to get work done in Microsoft Excel, and what I found is it will forever change the way you use Excel. So let's check it out. So before we get started, to access ChatGPT, click on the link right up above or also below in the description. You will need to set up an account for that, and once you have done that, you'll land on the following page you see on the screen. So let's move to our Excel sheet. So here I have all the brands at CanDrive Automotive and their revenue. And what I want to do here is I want to calculate the total revenue for CanDrive Automotives. So I can simply try by searching that I want to sum up from C4 through C14. So in this case, in Excel, if you didn't know that, right here on the left hand side, you have insert function button. So you can click on that and you can simply type in your description. If you don't know what functions to use, you can type in your description here. So I'm going to try sum the values from C4 through C14, and let's try. So I don't get any recommendation here. So let's move to ChatGPT now, and I'm going to type in my question here, which says write an Excel formula to add up values in cells through C4 to C14. And let's see what ChatGPT gives us. So now here it's trying to explain how to work around this, and you can even see that I have got the actual formula here right here. So I can simply click on copy code from here. I can jump back to my Excel sheet, and I am just going to simply paste it. So you can see here, this is the formula ChatGPT gave, and this is the actual revenue I see here. So that is pretty cool, and you can do a lot more. This was a very simple example. So now let's move to my next slide. So here I have the revenue, I have the cost, and I want to calculate the profit. So to calculate the profit, I can simply do revenue minus cost, but let's assume that I didn't know that. So if I go back to ChatGPT, and there's a very cool function I wanted to explain. So as we know that this is a chat bot, so you can literally chat here. So whatever explained here, let's say we ask the first question, write an Excel formula. So you can ask another question and you can simply say, how does this formula work? You can ask, and ChatGPT will explain that. So now moving to the next one, I want to find the profit. So I have my revenue in B4 and my cost in C4. So I'm gonna ask that to ChatGPT, and let's see what the answer is. So in my question, I have write an Excel formula to calculate the profit. The revenue is in cell B4 and the cost is in C4. So let's see what does ChatGPT give us. And here we go. The formula subtracts the value in cell and C4, and it's going to subtract the cost from the revenue. So I'm just going to copy and go back to my Excel and simply paste the formula here, and I have my profit for CanDrive Automotives. So that is really cool. So next we are moving to a little complex problem here. So let's say I have a table and I want to find the price for Honda here from my table, and I don't know how I can do that. So for that, I can simply go in ChatGPT and I can ask that question here in ChatGPT. So I can say write an Excel formula to find Honda in a table and return the price for it. So let's go ahead, and so it explains here that I can use the VLOOKUP function, and it even gives me the formula right here. So I'm just gonna simply copy the code from here and go back to my Excel and I can, before I put the value here, so I'm gonna have to make a little change here because the table right now it selects is A1 till B10. So I want to select the table from B3 till C5. So I'm just gonna have to change this. So I can put B3 till C5, and you can see the whole table is selected in blue, and you can simply hit enter, and there we go. Now I have the value for Honda from the table, and this is a very good formula we can use, and great effort from ChatGPT here. So moving on to my next one. Here what I want to do is I want to get the first name from the email address. So what I can simply do is, if I have bunch of records here and I want to just simply type the first name for one, I can go ahead and I can leave Shannon right here, and after that in Excel, if I go in data, there is a button which says there is a function flash fill. If I select that, it's gonna flash fill all that. But let's just assume that I didn't have that information yet, and I just want to simply chat with ChatGPT and I want to ask the question. So what I can simply say is here. So write an Excel formula to extract all the text before the add character in cell B3. So just to verify again, I have my first value in cell B3. So moving back to ChatGPT here, and this is just a simple text I have put here. Let's search for this and let's see what formula ChatGPT gives us here. So here I have the formula from ChatGPT. I'm going to copy and let's go back to Excel and simply paste the value, and now you see I already have it, and I can simply do the same for all the other cells as well, and there we go. I have the values, I have the first name for all the from all those email IDs here. Now this one is a little complex and I have seen people struggling with finding the unique values. So let's see how ChatGPT does. So I'm going to type in my question here, write an Excel formula to count the number of unique values in a list. We already have the list and we want to count the unique values. So let's go ahead and see. By the time we get the response, so we can quickly check that I have a couple of iterations where I've got Volvo here, another Volvo, another Volvo. So there are duplicates in this list and I want to find the unique count. So let's go back, and now there will be a couple different options how we can do this, and here I'm just trying to copy this and I'm trying to go ahead and paste it in my Excel. But before pasting we did not provide the range, so we will have to put the range here. So I don't have it from A1 till A10. Instead, it is from B3 till B20. So over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select and type B3 till B20. So that's the first one. And I will have to replace the same at a couple different places. So I can simply copy and keep pasting these from here. I can paste it here. So now we see we have the array selected and then another one here. I can simply paste the values here. So now we see that we just have this one, and instead of A1 as the first value, I can put B3. B3, it starts from B3, and I'm gonna hit enter. So now I have 11. So let's do a manual check if this is correct. So this is Audi is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unique, 6 unique. Now this is a repeat. 7 unique, 8. This is, oh sorry, this is repeat again. 8, 9, 10, and Toyota 11. So yeah, that's correct. So we have 11 values here. So That's how you can play around with ChatGPT, and you can ask a lot, and you can even do a lot more conversational, and you can learn about all the functions and everything, how you can work around in Excel. So this is really a game changer for Excel. And when I tried to look the value here, I could not find it. So maybe Microsoft should incorporate something like GPT here within Excel. So feel free to request any new tutorials, and thanks for watching.